Right. Before I give the time to Richard, I'm sure Richard has quite a number of lists to discuss. Could you elaborate, a little bit more to those audience who may or may not be in the stage of understanding or experiencing how the universe function in this, journey of Sufism?
Well, I guess one of the things is, yeah, when we talk about religion, we talk about faith. And there's a lot of concepts to cover, so it's very, very important that I try and not move away from the center. But perhaps this concept of faith is misunderstood. I think we believe that faith is saying that I believe in something. So I'll give an example from Islam. In Islam, you are considered a Muslim when you say, Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah, eşhedü en Muhammeden abdühü ve rasuluhu, which is that I bear witness that there is no God, there is only Allah, and Muhammad is where the knowledge of Allah is revealed. Okay? Now, I can say this, a robot can say this, we can put a tape recorder, the tape recorder can say this. But here there's a key word, and it is bearing witness. What do you bear witness to? You bear witness to what you see, what you feel, what you know. That is bearing witness. Bearing testimony is what you know. It is not what you think that you are told or what you say that you might believe in. So true faith is actually knowing at a cellular level that there is no God. So the phrase is very important. There is no God. There is only Allah. It doesn't say that Allah is a God. So here the big question is, what is referred to with this name, Allah? It is apparently not a God in the heavens.
Yes.
It is apparently not an entity that is distant from us or away from us.
It's external.
That is external to us. What is referred to by this name?
Allah.
Allah. Right? And beyond that, we have to understand what this name refers to, and we have to bear witness, according to this, that we are living this reality. So we are living this reality that there is only one entire existence, and that we are part of this existence. So if everything is singular, does it stop here and continue from here? Or does this knowledge, does this information, does this data exist within each and every one of us? Right? So this is, I guess, the core question to tackle. And as with other subjects, we always love to teeter around the details, but we always like to avoid the core.
Yes.
Whereas I think the focus really needs to be on this core. What is meant by all of this, and how does it affect me? What am I? Am I just, the data that forms who I am? So at birth, when the egg is joined with the sperm, and there's a singular cell that is formed, the data that is within that sperm, that within that cell, it is composed of hundreds of thousands or millions of years of DNA from our mothers, the same strings of DNA from our fathers. There's the effects of the sun, the moon, the stars at the moment of our birth, the social environment, the family into which we are born. Some of us are born in Timbuktu, some of us in Washington, D.C., some of us in Istanbul, some of us elsewhere.
In Semarang.
In Samarang, with very different values, very different rights, very different wrongs, right? And we have all of this data. And when you combine all of this data, it forms what we call me, I. Our brains functions in such a way that as new inputs come in, it will filter through all of this data, and based on this data, we will produce an output. And then we will say something like, I made a decision to have a coffee. I made a decision to turn right. I made a decision to turn left, right? So understanding that all of this data exists within ourselves. All of this data exists amongst all of you. All of this data exists at every point of creation. If we understand this, can we judge any point of creation and say, why is he doing that? Why is she not doing this?